In this video, I'm going to give you a quick overview of the Smart Lab activities. Smart Lab activities are games that engage the students in your lesson. They can be used for a variety of different things. The important thing to note is that for the most part, these are not formative assessments. These are check for understandings. So midway through a lesson, you could have one of these built into your activity for the students to basically self-check. Are they getting the concepts? Or you can use it to say, are they understanding it? But it is not formative, so there's no formal data being collected here, just a quick check for understanding. To get to Smart Labs, I simply have to click on this little alien Space Invader guy at the top of the screen. When I click on the Smart Lab icon, it's going to pop up options of all the different lab activities that are available to me. There are a good number of activities for different uses. We're going to highlight some of those in future videos of how they operate. To give you an overview of one of these games, here's a quick game that's already created that's called Fill in the Blanks. As you can see, it's got some blanks and it's got a word bank at the bottom. The kids would simply just come in and they could drag these words up to the top and they could check to see how did they do. They check, oh, well, they got one right, two wrong. It does allow them to correct it, and they can do that right there at the board. So a quick and simple feature that they can do. Other things that are built into this as well, over on the right you'll see there's two icons. One, this little red smartphone icon, and the blue star. The star I'm going to start with gives you game elements. Not all lab activities have game elements. This one does have the buzzers, the randomizer, and the timer. The buzzers allow for students to complete or finish first and then decide who goes next. It adds some buttons at the bottom of the screen for them to do that. Randomizer. If you build a student list, you can actually set it up so it will randomly select a student to come to the board and actually complete the activity. Great little thing to mysteriously engage your kids. They don't know who's going to get picked. And you weren't picking on them, the computer picked on them. And the last one is a timer. You can set a time limit for completing the activity. So if you want to do that, you have those options available. All you simply have to do is click on it to add it to the page, and now it's available to you. I'm going to turn my timer off because I don't want a timer. The other icon on here is the little red smartphone. Games that have this icon allow the students to do this on their cell phone or an iPad or a laptop or some other internet-enabled device, as long as it's got a web browser that's modern. This is a great way so that all the kids can be engaged in the activity, because currently you've got one smart board, so there's really only one or two or three kids at the board depending on the activity, but not every kid's involved. This one allows you to get all your kids involved, because now they have the ability to log into a website on their phone, look at it on their phone, and do it on their phone. And it's independent of what is being shown on the board. So every kid gets to do it on their own, and it's quick and simple. Now, because these are more check for understanding type activities, it's not recording the data that the kids did in most games. It does not record their data. So if they got it wrong, you will not know it. It's not designed to be a formative assessment. It's just a check for understanding. But hopefully that helps the kid know, oh, I don't understand this, or I do understand it. When you click on that little red cell phone icon, it is going to pop up initially asking you to log in. You just log in with your Office 365 credentials and it will get you going. It will set up this code. This is how the kids will join this activity. They'll go to this website, they'll enter this code, and once you click start, as the teacher, you've got to click start, the kids will then have the ability to complete the activity on their own. It's a great, great tool. It's a great, great function. It's got a lot of games, a lot of capability. That is the Smart Lab activity overview. Future videos, we will go through each of those lab activities so you can see how they